ballers, rappers. She looking for the stars and the Hollywood actors. It's not a game, we talk about.
What's good, y'all?
Yeah.
Live from Candy Pen's house.
No doubt.
In an undisclosed location. The women empowerment movement is continuing. And we back.
Rappers and ballers. The sun is shining, we're looking beautiful. We got some beautiful women with us today.
Mm-hmm.
Introduce yourself, let them know who's
do.
here, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. My name is Raina Carrillo, and I'm a community leader in the gang intervention world, and I'm running for mayor of Inglewood in 2022.
Well, you got my vote. Do I have to live in Inglewood to vote for you?
Yes.
Well, then I'm moving.
Really? So we have to live in Inglewood to vote for you?
Then I'm moving.
Alright, cool. I used to love to go to this spot. It was
Did you live in there?
No, it was a fish spot in Inglewood. It was called Red something. I used to always go there, and I used to always go there from like driving all the way from the valley to go to this one fish spot, Inglewood. Inglewood is lovely. I love the neighborhood. It reminds me of Rosedale. Rosedale is where my mother lives at. It reminds me of Rosedale.
Yeah.
You know, nice black community.
Yes.
A lot of houses. I was like, this the hood?
Oh, no.
I'm like, this can't be the hood.
Oh, it's
Nah,
the
this
hood.
is too good to be the hood.
Shout out to Doughboy in Manchester, my brothers from Inglewood. It's definitely the hood. For sure. It reminds me of Long Island.
Really?
Yeah,
See? Okay.
because of the houses,
The houses,
and stuff
right.
like that.
That's how Queens
and
is.
it looks like nice, but
Yeah.
a couple wrong turns and
I mean, that's anywhere, you know what I mean?
nah.
You know. He said, nah, I'm in Inglewood. I'm from the hood.
When you in Brownsville, you know right away.
Right.
Right.
Inglewood might fool you. Brownsville ain't gonna fool you. You gonna know.
All right, so who else we got in the building?
Family affair, ain't it?
Okay.
I'm Sibrena Geraldino. I'm the first black principal female owner of a men's professional soccer team, New Jersey Teamsters Football Club, based in Bayonne, New Jersey, New York City Harbor. Partner
major.
with my husband, Alex Geraldino, Dominican American first principal black Dominican from Harlem.
Really?
Shout out to all my Dominicanos.
All right.
And shout out to my Boricuas.
Well, so you know, soccer team?
Yes, a men's pro soccer team.
That's
Division
crazy.
III.
Wow.
You know, a lot of other celebrities have minority ownership, and we're like 199% rather.
Oh wow.
Super majority.
That's crazy.
As a minority.
You know, soccer is the biggest sport in the world, as they say, right?
Yeah, it's the
Yes,
biggest, it's
it
the
is
most global
global.
sport.
Right.
Soccer and cricket is second.
I just be like, these
Cricket.
niggas need to score
Ain't
more.
played none of them ever.
Make
in
the
my life.
fucking, maybe make the net bigger. I don't know. It should be just missing. I'll be like, just make the net bigger.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You watch 97 minutes, scores half a point to nothing.
Make the net bigger. that's
72
right.
penalties.
I mean, maybe that was.
Sometimes it look too small.
Yeah, just make it a little
It's
bigger.
true, though. No freaking. It's too much.
Well, you gotta have
That just
skill.
shows you how
You gotta have skill.
You gotta have skill.
And they're the best conditioned
agility,
athletes
yes.
on earth.
Agility, speed,
Right.
timing.
Think about running full speed
Film
while
study.
kicking the ball.
I hung out with some soccer players, and they was like, "Yo, this is the dude right here." He was like, I was like, "Him?" He was like, "Yeah, he's ill. He's the guy." I forgot his name, but they was on.
His name was Pele.
They was on some big soccer
1976.
team or whatever.
Pele.
But your soccer team is based where at?
In Bayonne, New Jersey.
Bayonne, New Jersey.
Hudson County, that's on the Gold Coast of Jersey, next to Jersey City and Staten
I
Island.
know what that's at.
So,
How were you
and-
affected right now during this pandemic?
Well, we play at Don Ahern Veterans Stadium, and because we're pro, we're allowed to practice and train and play.
Right.
But we've had limited fans, like maybe 100, 150. We have a 7,000 seat
The
stadium.
151st?
Oh, that's
I wanna
dope.
go to a
Yeah,
game.
That's
so
dope.
and we don't sell tickets right now.
So what makes it a pro team? Like what qualifies a team to be pro? Like what?
Right.
Part of a league.
Well, we started in 2017 as a semi-pro team. We got out there, won a lot of cups, competed against the best of United States on that level, on a level 4, and decided that there was no way to go but up. So we applied. We have provisional sanctioning. We play our first pro season fall of 2021.
Yeah.
But
You will be there. Rappers and ballers gonna be there. Word up.
yes,
let's do
I would
the-
love
let's do
for
the
you
sideline
guys to perform.
commentating.
No, I'm
That'd
gonna
be
have
crazy.
like major performance. I come from the hip hop industry. 27 years. I've retired my business working with some of the greatest artists in hip hop. saying,
You
know,
bringing
your era.
soccer to hip hop.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
dope.
Now it's over. Now it's really gonna be.
I think if soccer embraced hip hop,
Yes.
I think it would be.
Or
Or
hip hop is. I think it's reversed. Hip hop has to embrace soccer.
Right.
We got to see some people of color. We got to see some. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because Puerto Ricans don't even play soccer. We don't
Oh
play
no, but Dominicans
No,
have
they
been
do.
playing.
Some of them
Soccer is the
Mexicans
fastest
got
growing
no
sport in America.
Oh, we
It's the
support
fastest
them.
growing sport in America.
You on that bullshit.
Right.
You on that bullshit.
I'm sorry. This is the
Right.
racism on that side. Is just
It's incredible.
Fredro racist meter. He said, "Yeah, Mexicans have
In
a team."
Inglewood,
Shit, we're not talking about Mexicans.
the Boricuas and Puerto Ricans, they play softball. The
Yes.
Mexicans love soccer.
Well,
But
baseball,
they-
too.
I think they got some Puerto Ricans like
But soccer in
I'll be
America is the
3.5.
fastest growing sport. So the Gen X, Y, Z, like everyone
Yeah.
is, it's bigger than
You know
NBA
why?
right
You know
now.
why?
Why?
Because kids is, parents is putting their kids in soccer now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Some
But
kids
it's
is
a
growing up
rich-
kicking that
it's a
ball.
Them hip hop kids.
My mom ain't put me in no goddamn soccer. She was like, you just stay in front of the house. Don't go too far.
But you know what?
That's it.
Soccer is a rich
Kickball.
kid sport, and
Yeah,
Alex
that's a-
and I.
I'm not working.
Soccer's a rich kid sport, but
Yes.
it's a poor man's sport.
No,
That's
it's a
why
rich man's sport, of
You
course.
only need a ball and 2 nets.
Exactly.
So Alex playing professional football, American football. He's a first generation Dominican. So he had to learn in the streets. He went to Park West. There was no football team. So he had to go to speed camp at Parisi Speed Camp, walk himself on the field and try out. He wanted to give other kids the opportunity to have an opportunity in the hood or like disadvantaged or first generation Americans that don't have parents that can or have a school system to assist with that. So that's how we got started with our semi-pro development. And he's a U.S. soccer agent, so he can borrow and loan. We can ship in Europe. We have pathways to other countries where you can make millions.
Right.
And then being a Dominican, and now there's a big Dominican soccer community coming out.
Is there?
Yes, that's like, it's incredible.
Dominicans don't play soccer either.
So
They got a lot of Dominicans in
Play
France.
baseball.
yeah, we're in New York City region. So there's 9 million people. The only common denominator is soccer with all those different nationalities. That's the only thing they have in common.
Wow.
Americans are 10% in New York City region. Me and you, or I don't know if you're all American. Or
I'm all
West
Brooklyn.
Indian.
All
Okay.
Queens. I wouldn't say
I
America.
don't think that's
So
a,
we're
I
the
don't think that's a
minority.
category you can check off.
American.
American.
Is that what it say on your passport?
We're the minorities in America,
Yes.
in New York. You
Right.
and I, as Americans.
Yeah, we damn sure are.
Yeah. So everybody else, Russians, Chinese, Italian, everybody plays soccer. British,
Right.
Bangladesh, Indian.
But America. I
All
always
the
like
Africans,
female
all the
soccer.
All Africans play, yeah.
I did.
That's ill.
Like in the
And-
Olympics and stuff like that, I like female soccer better. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
why.
and I'm starting that too. I'm like in
wow,
the
that's
in the
incredible.
research phase of that. Because
Female soccer
the
is good.
females
And
are the
tennis.
best in the world.
You think
American
so?
female.
Yeah.
American females won every
Yes.
cup with
Right,
with
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
These
You don't remember?
What I know about
You
it,
remember
her
the
name
names?
Lolo, Solo, or something like that.
Hope.
Hope Solo.
She don't play
What's her
soccer.
name?
Yes, hope. But there's like the
She's on soccer
coach,
team?
there's a lot of other women behind that help
fact check me,
shape
look.
that team.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, all you really do need is, a net and a ball.
Exactly.
So,
Not even in that. They play with cones
so you
sometimes.
think they were playing soccer in
Straight up.
Inglewood?
2 shoes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would be something different because
Barefoot.
usually it's football,
Yeah.
right? Football and baseball, right?
Right.
Basketball too.
Yeah.
But I believe, especially now, for some odd reason, I think from my understanding, working in the community, about 2 years ago, the soccer game became popular in the communities.
Right.
I think it's only natural. Soccer is the most global, the biggest sport, right? The most global sport.
Then you got
And so is
Galaxy.
hip hop.
I think it just
And
gets
so
the
is
kids,
hip hop though.
and it get the kids tired as hell. Put the niggas in soccer.
Yeah.
Running around all day.
They sleeping after practice.
Them niggas
Yeah.
sleeping in the car.
Eat and go to
Yes.
sleep.
But now the soccer players are very smaller instead of big. Before they used to be of a different
Yeah,
stature.
that's what I
Now
said.
we have a lot of Central American,
Yeah.
South American. They're fast, they're small.
The dude's my size. They say he's the biggest thing. I think it was
Fierce.
Manchester
Yes.
United. Them dudes had the illest crib in the hill. My man was like, this just the dude. I'm like, him? I forgot his name. He's a big soccer star. So I was with him. I was chilling with him.
Oh, that's the other thing.
that's
Soccer
a-
players get paid.
Hey,
Yes,
the crib was stupid. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I said, I might start playing soccer.
He went to models and shit.
So speaking of the
Try
hood
this
where you
shit
from,
out.
like what famous, because you're from Inglewood, right?
Yeah.
What's the famous rappers from that?
I mean,
Mac 10?
yeah, I'm about to say just Mac 10.
Mac 10?
Yeah.
Okay. From Inglewood?
And my boy Manchester, baby.
Oh, Manchester,
coming up.
yeah, I'm in
Manchester
Manchester.
is coming up,
Yeah,
and then we
Manchester.
have the new one too. That he came out on a television show for rapping.
Who that?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
yeah,
he was
young
a
boy.
teacher. He was a teacher at
With the
Inglewood
dreads,
High.
with the dreads.
Oh my God, why can't I remember his
Damn.
name?
Smoke.
Thank
Smoke.
you,
Smoke.
D
Smoke.
Smoke or
Oh,
something?
D Smoke, yeah, I heard him. He said
I
he's
thought
dope.
He be rapping in Spanish too.
Yeah.
He was a
He's
Spanish
nice.
teacher.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
a teacher?
He was a Spanish teacher.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
he's
That's why
Spanish.
he be rapping in Spanish sometimes. or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
crazy, yo. That's ill.
That's
So
wild.
I'm excited
but,
to see that.
But the most effective and the smartest move you ever made was you married a Puerto Rican. So tell us about that.
This guy over here. So
Our divorce rate is at 98.9.
You have arroz con pollo or rice and beans? What is it?
Ah, soncocho.
You like that?
I'm going back
That's a
home.
good
So,
song.
no,
That's
That's a
the
good song.
hangover medicine right there.
Yes.
Yes.
That is
I was able to make it for, like, I'm Mexican and Creole,
Okay.
and I'm married a Puerto Rican.
Oh my God, the food at your house is. Can I rent a room?
Spices is going over there.
I want to rent a cabinet in your kitchen.
So for us, for Christmas, it's pozole and gumbo, right? And our gumbo is fire. It's fire. It's good.
I know
it's
it is.
good. Our people's from New Iberia, Louisiana.
Oh,
so it's
my
like
God.
that Cajun Creole.
Yeah, yeah.
And but marrying a Puerto Rican, it's you know, it's different, you know.
Yeah, get your stress levels
Yeah,
up.
I love me some Puerto Ricans. So.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
They love baseball. They love
Well, this one he
basketball,
likes
boxing.
basketball.
He likes basketball?
Laker. He's
Oh,
Laker
Lakers.
fan.
Lakers! They're gonna go for a repeat. I guarantee you. If nobody get
I'll
hurt,
put anything
the
on that.
Lakers repeat. I'm
That's
telling you,
not
I'm calling it
And
right
Chicago
now.
Bears. He's all Chi-town.
Yo, I fuck with Chi-Town.
I think it's because there's Boricuas, you know, Puerto Ricans in Chicago.
Chicago.
No, Nick
Yeah.
Foles is my favorite quarterback. I just love that dude, man.
Nick Foles?
I love Nick Foles.
Napoleon Dynamite?
I love him. I love that guy. I don't know. I just like that guy
fuck?
because what he did in the Super Bowl was crazy, bro. I was just like, yo, this dude is ill. Like it was like Superman came out.
talks like this. What's the play, coach? That's cool to me. Nick Foles look like he's a little inebriated or something.
So you running for mayor?
Yes, running
That's
for office.
fire. What gave you the audacity, a woman of color, to run for mayor?
Well, check
Oh, it's
this
so
out.
beautiful.
Check
Okay,
this
here it
out.
is.
So it is definitely a spiritual journey. You know, I believe in God, and in '97, I was supposed to be gunned down in front of Morningside High School by my own people.
What?
Yes, I was an ex-gang. Well, at the time I was a gang member, and I was dating an enemy. And this was senior year.
Wow.
So I
Happens a lot out here,
Oh,
like
yeah.
gang member females dating enemy.
Yes.
Really?
That's a big
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
That's a big
yeah,
no-no.
yeah,
that's
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
big no-no.
That's a dangerous.
Yes, it is. It almost
Sport.
cost me my life.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I had a spiritual awakening that night. I survived it.
A shootout?
No, a 45 caliber to my face.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a spiritual awakening that happened. And then I remember, you know, and I'm gonna get a little personal because I think that, you know, it'll reach somebody, you know. So as a child, I was molested and I felt like God abandoned me, right? And so I went downhill into the gang stuff, and my faith wasn't strong at all. And so living through trials and tribulations in Inglewood, I survived. And so there was a situation where I was almost killed by my own homeboy because I was dating a rival. And it put me in a really tight situation. And when I reflect back, I remember telling God after the scenario, I was like, God, you know, if you don't show yourself, you're going to lose me to the other side, right? Good or bad, you know. And I believe God spared me. And so I was able to make a change. And I remember telling him, if you spare me after this situation, I promise to you I'll give back to the community and change my life. So in 1999, I decided to become a youth advocate that then turned into gang intervention, that then turned into a community leader. So God had placed something in my heart to run for mayor. And I was like, God, like, what, like me, like I'm not qualified at all, you know? And then being a woman and a woman of color.
You're overqualified.
Thank you. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm gonna follow this journey with my creator. And it's just been something that I've had a desire to do. And, you know, I got married, you know, got saved, baptized 4 years ago. God blessed me with...
Praise Him! Praise the Lord!
One time.
And God blessed me with 2 sets of twins and a daughter.
Hello.
Yeah, so...
2 sets of...
yes.
Wait a minute. You got 2 sets of twins?
Yes.
Wait, what?
And a daughter?
Yes.
5 kids?
5 kids.
Wow.
3 shots.
3 shots.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why I don't have kids. No, because I know God got a sexy human. I've been out
Yes, he
here
does.
bugging.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
Look,
does.
I tried once. Triplett girls. It's like, really?
So being a mother, a wife, and a community leader, and having the big heart that I do, my community in Inglewood is my passion. So running for mayor is just, it's what God is putting me to do. Because if it was up to me, I would just be an owner of a trucking company, which I still am.
Hey, shout it out. Shout it out. Shout it out.
El Coqui Transportation.
Shit. We made it. We got it. Shit.
And it's a blessing, you know.
That's beautiful.
With the trucking company and the industry, I help other women because I believe, you know, women empowerment is so important because, you know, we tend to pull each other down, and I believe in uplifting each other, you know, and
That's beautiful, man.
so, you know, that's my journey.
Honestly,
I'm excited.
Thank you for sharing that, because
Yeah.
that's
Let me ask you a question.
nobody shares that kind of information. That is like as real as it gets.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What did the gangs give you when you was young? Did they give you a sense of
Security?
security?
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's like your family.
It's like your family. I came from a dysfunctional family, and so when you find a new family, it's a self of you know, protection. You feel powerful. Like, you know, I remember one time I was at Morningside High and I got down with this chick that was a blood, and she had said some racial slurs, and I had my earphones on. I couldn't hear her. But then when I saw you know, in our communities we say paisas, you know, they're not like a Mexican American. And so they move so fast, and then the girl tapped me on the shoulder, words were exchanged, and I just got down with her, you know, and people knew like automatic, like, dang, like Raina's from 18th Street, oh, you better be careful where you at, this is their territory, you know. And it's a sense of power, protection. But also you have this, you know, you come from a dysfunctional family, and then you meet all your homeboys that have kind of like females that have the same similarity, broken family, and you feel like a family. And but yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. And then the '90s gangbanger was in.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a time.
So now, so you think now is not as prevalent as it was before?
I mean, gangbanging is still here, but now you have people on surfboards with skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Right.
You got the Bloods wearing the blue, and then you got the Crips wearing the red, and it's like, that's not what we wore in the '90s. It's like if you're a Crip, you don't be flamed up at all.
Well,
you know.
we need to get some sock in the hood. Stop all the killing.
And wait,
y'all play sock and go home, go to sleep.
Yes, my cousin.
Yes.
So
how we
y'all cousin?
Yeah.
through our Creole side, through our Creole roots.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Who else did you have a cousin? Who else is your cousin? I heard somebody else is your cousin.
Yeah, we have several famous cousins.
Who?
They don't know yet.
I want to know, and we want to know who.
They don't know yet.
My cousin's Sticky Fingers. You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin.
My cousin's Peter P. My cousin.
Who your cousin? Who your cousin?
Well, we're Creole, right?
Okay.
So we have
Vanessa Williams.
No.
Oh,
That would have been.
I mean, yeah, she's Creole, right?
She's beautiful. I think she's mulatto, white and
I
black.
thought she was Creole.
No,
I
she
think,
she
yeah.
wanted
No,
to-
she's Creole.
or like quadroon or something.
I
That's
thought
like
she was from Louisiana. Let me do my history.
Yeah.
Do my Googles.
About to
Lynn
Google it.
Whitfield is from Louisiana, but we're not related to her.
Okay.
So Beyonce,
Whoa!
Solange,
Really?
Tina,
Mm.
and Janella Segura, a famous choreographer dancer with MC Hammer, started out, then choreographed for everyone, Brownstone.
So
Her
y'all,
husband's an outlaw, Young Noble's wife.
Young Noble, my
Wow! The
Noble, my
connection
dude,
is.
yeah. Noble on my album. Noble and Edie.
nice.
Edie, I mean, he's on Firestar album.
Shout out
man.
to
That's
our
my
brother
dude.
Edie.
So how are y'all cousins? Cause we cousins through our mothers and sisters. So how are you and Beyonce?
So So all of us have different generations of relation,
Okay.
but we all link to Iberia, Louisiana, family of Broussards and Darius.
Broussard. That's a
Together.
famous.
Yeah.
That's a famous name.
Yeah.
What about
Because they were famous accordion musicians, came from Arcadian, Canada, went over to Hispaniola, and then into Louisiana. So my family links from South Carolina, the Melungeon Creoles that had to move west to not be taxed for being black. I'm a black man. We have names like Little, Collins, Goings. Like we're from a certain sect of East America that have a certain look. Like I'm brown skinned, but like they can pass.
Yeah.
But they have maybe kids with brown skin and straight hair. We're black Portuguese or whatever.
Okay,
So that
basically.
line goes into Louisiana.
I didn't even know that. See, we just
Yeah.
learned
Puerto
something.
Ricans and
So
Dominicans.
Portuguese?
All shades.
Yes, so yeah, I'm Iberian.
Airways.
I'm definitely Iberian. And then I'm my family griot. So I'm the first Muslim Al-Maimis. The progeny of Bilali Muhammad. He was kidnapped at Timbuktu University, brought to Turks and Caicos, and then took to Spalding. And during the Civil War, he was the only black with muskets during the Civil War on Sapelo Island. No white man would touch that island for Governor Spalding's family. He was entrusted as a leader because we were Wolof rice cultivators. So he was the overseer who happened to be Mali Empire. So I'm from the Quetta clan, and Dr. Martin Luther King is my cousin. I'm a walker. We're all, in order to leave the land and learn to read and write, we became Christians, changed from Muslims, and were called dryland Geechees or dryland
History.
So
History
my
lessons great.
Philly family, I'm born in Philly, born and raised. I'm from Winfield, Will Smith, where I'm from
In West
Winfield.
Philadelphia.
And raised in Montgomery County and the Bronx, because Punkin and the All-Stars,
Yeah.
he was married to a family friend where I lived as a teenager. My mom was in the Army Reserve, so I come to the Bronx, Kruger Avenue, by White Plains Road and
Yeah.
Gun Hill.
Gun Hill
and
Road.
so Punkin introduced me to
Great.
hip hop on that level. God rest Punkin. So I'm going to his daughter's wedding in
Wow.
Dominican Republic next year. But so I'm old school hip hop. I'm 51 years old. I've been
Looking
working.
great.
Yes.
Thank you. I have one child who's 32. She has the wave technology, and
Oh, Wave, make sure this is new technology, not to cut you off. It's called Wave, spelled W.
EIV,
Dope. You know
Like
what I'm
a
saying?
wavy wig.
the wave.
Yeah, make
right,
sure you
wave.
subscribe because you get exclusive content.
What is it?
It's I wouldn't compare it to OnlyFans, but it's a subscription type of platform like Patron, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
But not geared towards
It's
not
a great
yeah.
quality. You have like great content, great artists, up and coming Gen Z, like the hottest of the hot.
Yeah.
All the influencers are
Johnny
on
Vulgars
that
of the
on
world.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's coming together, man. You
And
got
Onyx is on
yeah,
there.
we on it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Just
What?
listen. You come from a rich bloodline.
Yes, Rich, my cousin, my mother's sister was one of the original founders of the Million Woman March in Philly, Aaliyah
Look at
Walker. And so her son Tariq Muhammad
This is crazy.
was an editor at Black Enterprise, and now he's with, I believe, Apple. He's married to Melinda Williams. So I have some
Wow.
powerful family members. I have been
I got
young.
nothing. I got nothing.
Look, I went
I'm just
from-
looking at all my. I'm looking down at all my family. I think I had a cousin that was on the Price is Right one. I ain't got shit.
Price is Right.
I got
So
the best
come
mechanic
from-
in all of Long Island in my
I come
family.
from all that,
The
but
fuck?
I've been rooted in the community for years as a press secretary for a congressman in Philly, and then working at Power 99 in the press department. Coming to New York, starting my business, single mom or lead mom.
Lead
moving
mom.
into New
Yeah.
York.
I like that. I
Because
like
my father
that.
was involved definitely, so I can't take that away from
Right.
him. I just was.
You was
not
the
with
lead.
him. Yes.
Yeah.
Working with people like Jimmy Hinchman at Czar Entertainment, being his publicist.
Shout to Jimmy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, good
Word.
dude.
Free Jimmy.
Yes,
Word.
absolutely. I've done media buys for Beyonce, Solange Project, without asking them or no, they don't even know that I was the media buyer on their
Wow,
projects.
that's
'Cause I don't
dope.
believe in necessarily letting
That's
meetings
dope.
meet
That's
no
dope.
basis.
That's dope.
But the Outlaws publicist, their first source or double XL feature story back then. And I've always been.
So you're part. I mean, Outlaws. They was part of Tupac, man. Rest in peace,
Yes.
to Tupac.
Yes.
And you know, we real Idi Amin, he's a friend of rappers and ballers. He comes through. That's our peoples, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So
Shout
you in the midst of a lot of, you know what I'm saying, strong people, man. That's ill. And then how are you cousins though?
Through our Creole side, through
Yes.
our Broussards and Deruins.
The Broussard. Didn't we just have an interview with the
I'll tell you how they cousins.
what's Broussard? What's his name?
Who?
For ESPN.
Oh, Chris Broussard.
Chris
Yeah, Chris
Broussard.
Broussard.
Yeah.
Probably related.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, Chris, I'm with your family, son.
Hey,
Tap in.
By the way, Rob Parker, I got that Scully in, man. You guys ship stuff very quickly.
Word up.
Shout out to Rob
Shout out
Parker
to
and
Chris.
Chris Broussard.
No
We're
doubt.
gonna do the show soon. As soon as COVID let up, we'll
Word
try
up.
to get that on Zoom.
Yeah.
But they're cousins because she married a Dominican and she married a Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
And they counsel each other on how to deal with those shit.
Those are two different cultures. Let's
Oh,
not
it is.
like-
But they
There's a
both
lot of different nationalities going on over there.
They both stack.
But we're
They both
definitely
stack.
like the melting pot.
Hey, listen.
We're America. You
Wow.
know?
Shout out to
like,
my Dominicanos, man. I love them. I grew up with Dominicans
Yes.
and Puerto Ricans and blacks in my culture, and we are different, but
Yes,
we're
we're
very
the same.
similar.
Similar,
Yes.
yeah.
Now coming out here and meeting the Mexicans, that's different. That's
Yeah.
super different.
Well, I
Because we're still
remember-
Caribbean, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we're connected in that sense.
I remember when I met my first Puerto Rican, because like over here in LA, it was
About five of us.
Mexicans, because
Yeah, it's
Mexico,
about five.
this was Mexico
Yeah.
at one time, you
Me and my
know.
homies, that's
So
it.
when we saw the first Puerto Rican and the first,
He was the loudest motherfucker in the room, I'll tell you that much.
I remember, who the fuck is this guy?
Like, yo, my man, what's good with you?
I thought he
I'm
was
just introducing
Creole.
myself.
I thought he was Creole, and I was like, "Hey, you from Louisiana?" He was like, "No, speaking Spanish." Oh shoot! Where are you from? He was like, Puerto Rico, and I was like, "What's that?" So I had to do a history on the book because I never met a Puerto Rican.
Wow.
Yeah.
What year was this?
Oh my God, this was 1994.
The first Puerto Rican came in 94.
Well, at least the Morningside High School in Inglewood, California.
Puerto Rican in LA popped in 94.
that I know.
Caught that bus. It was a dude.
Yes, it was a dude.
Nigga
yes,
caught the
yes.
Amtrak.
So I thought he was Creole.
Was he the
Pan.
flyest motherfucker in your school? I bet he was.
He was good looking.
Damn right, he was fucking good looking.
I married him.
I made my husband at that point.
Oh man.
Hey, shout out to the Boricuas, man. We the fucking look at the island's so small.
Yes, but I'm
Look
gonna make
how beautiful we
sure
are.
when they have the next Puerto Rican festival in Long Beach, I will let you
Please.
know. You will love
Please.
it.
Last time I was in Puerto Rico,
I'll
it was
salsa
a layover.
step all the way over there. I
I
won't even
said,
drive.
I was in Puerto Rico, I was on a layover. I thought I was gonna get robbed over there. He was like, "Come on, walk this way." I'm like,
Yeah, you was about to get robbed. They told you to walk this way. Walk this way.
"Man, Stevie was walking." I'm like, "Yo, I'm down already. This nigga, we going too far."
Nah, hell no. Nah, I go to yeah.
I've been
Puerto
to
Rican band.
Guanica, Ponce,
Ponce.
and El Condado,
Condado.
and I love El Centro, and I love what's my little friend?
El
La
Condado
Perla.
next to San
La
Juan.
Perla.
La Perla, that's in San Juan. That's
I
San
went
Juan,
down
that's a
to
dangerous
La
hood.
Perla.
That's why I was at San Juan.
That Despacito video was shot there.
I
They
was-
painted all of that.
We went
and
to the
people started
projects.
visiting it like it was
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
The
That's
projects on the
the worst
beach,
of the
yes,
worst.
all the color.
That's where we was at.
And
The
wait a
projects on
minute,
the
to get
beach.
in, you got it's a fortune.
Yeah, La Perla.
The dude was like,
No,
"Wait right
not
here," and
that.
he's like, "Yo, I'm out." We saw the dude later. He was like, "Where y'all go?"
Mira Onyx,
Definitely
mira
one
Onyx,
more.
quédate aquí, quédate aquí. I'm gonna call my cousin and make sure everything's
That's
okay.
funny,
Okay?
man.
You open the
I
door
like it
de
this
La
time.
Perla de que tú
We
quieres.
saw, I swear to God, we saw chickens and all that shit. I was like, "Yo, I'm out, bro."
Always real. My grandfather had them
Wait,
chickens
yeah.
in Brentwood. Like,
And they love to
Wow.
fight the roosters.
Yeah,
Yes,
rooster fight.
it's a
A
culture
cock
thing.
fight.
But as a
yes.
mayor now, I think you gotta outlaw that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's illegal. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
It's a national sport, so even when and Mike Vick got caught up in that whole thing, I was like, what's wrong with that?
Right.
We ain't know.
When you running for office,
Shout out to them.
So,
we want to make sure we vote.
Yes.
We can't vote.
So November 2021, I put my name on the ballot.
Yes.
And then in March 2022 is when they vote for me.
March
And-
to when?
22.
So you-
March 2022 is when like the vote, like boom, you vote.
2 years.
Raina wins. Yes.
I hope to
no,
be
no.
here.
Yeah.
You want to vote for a community activist that's involved with young people,
Oh, 1,000,000%.
gang intervention, and
1,000,000%.
protecting the community and the businesses.
That's
get
someone-
them
Yes.
someone that's
behind-
from the
Accountable,
community.
yes.
Yes,
Hold the
that's
businesses accountable.
sincere and
Clippers say
passionate
what?
and authentic.
100 million they want to give to our community. Well, I
The
want to hold
Clippers?
them. Yes.
A word?
Yeah, because the Clippers and the Rams, they're building all up in there.
Yes, they built this new
That's
stadium
valuable
for
real
arena.
estate over there
Yes.
now. Like,
It's time, man.
Oh,
That's why you're
It's
gonna be a
time.
resident of Inglewood.
Well, real Inglewood is about the kid. That's,
Yeah.
that's
I'm about to go to
good.
Inglewood.
A lot of people think like I decided to just become mayor out of nowhere. No, I came out in L.A. Times, New York Times on the cover,
New York Times on the cover?
Latina magazine, Scholastic on the cover, talking about being an ex-gang member and turning into a community activist. And it's like I can't wait to do my kind of like a small little not a short film, but like a small little documentary.
Yeah.
So when I do the meet and greets,
Yes.
I'm able to
Connect.
to let them know who I am, what I'm
Right.
about, and this is nothing new.
Let's
Like
work
this
on
has
that.
been
Let's work
since
on that. I wanna be a part of this.
1999.
I want to be a part of this.
So we talking about women empowerment.
Yes.
We have a woman vice president right now. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
we
How do
do.
you guys feel about that? What was like the feeling
Yeah.
when they won? Like, what does this mean to you to have a woman,
History,
a
man.
black woman as vice president?
For me, it's history. She is black, but I also look at her as a mixed woman because I'm mixed.
She's
She's Indian, right?
And I just think just a woman in general being the vice president is like it's such a blessing. It even gives me hope when I run for mayor of Inglewood. Like for real, like when I saw this on the news, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be mayor.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no,
Tell me,
that's
man.
and that's why
Yes.
I related to that because
And I believe we're like we birth children, we're caretakers. So
Yeah.
it's like why couldn't I be mayor of Inglewood?
But
You
just
know what
like
I mean?
any woman in any house, she's gonna be in control. You know what I'm saying? He the president, but she's in control.
Shout out to our president. I was 8 years, Michelle Obama.
Yeah. So I was definitely excited. I said, wow, if she's the vice president, I know I can for real win being mayor.
That's what's up.
And hold the business owners accountable. Like I said, the Clippers said, oh, we're gonna give Inglewood $100 million.
Wow.
Okay, well I'm gonna hold you guys accountable for
Right,
that.
right.
Because our community
We need that.
it's still the hood.
They
It's
need
like
that.
if you
They
go
need
from
that.
Prairie to Imperial
Ooh.
to Century
Ooh.
to Crenshaw to 108 to 104, those areas.
That's right, man. If your basketball players want to drive to work on safe, you know what I'm saying? Word up, you better get that money right. Straight up, son.
And how does
Look like, yo, is that LeBron?
It's like that. Hood politics.
how does your Puerto Rican husband feel about this? Boss lady.
You know what?
He already called you the mayor. He was the first person to call you the mayor. Okay, mayor.
Right, the mayor of my home.
I'll wash the dishes, mayor.
Yeah, the mayor of my home. My husband is very Puerto Rican, so he's more like, okay, well, let's see how this turns out, But he's supportive, and like I said, during the quarantine, we decided to pop out 3 businesses, and so like I said, the trucking company, El Coqui Transportation. That's where the money is at, even during COVID.
Transpo, always.
Yes, and
Always.
and then I opened
A
my
lot
own
of meetings
nonprofit.
Hey,
My
what the hell?
nonprofit is called the Phoenix Rising Coalition to give back to my community because I'm the Phoenix rising from the ashes in my community. And then I decided to do a clothing store for my daughters because I want them to be independent.
I'll buy that hoodie. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Off of you. I'm walking around with El Coqui all day.
I'll make sure I get you one.
When I go to Puerto Rico, I always go to the little pueblos around there.
Yes,
and
I like
always
the chanclas.
shop
They're
from
gonna be
there.
like,
Yeah.
I want the chanclas. I said,
America
Puerto
with a
Rico.
sweaty on
I buy all of that gear and I wear it like it's
Yes.
fucking the boss shit, and I pay like $3. Just
Yes.
unbelievable.
No, but I will get you one.
Yeah.
We're getting them made.
I was out there during the hurricane,
Yes.
and one of the stores opened up. We finally made it out to the pueblos, and
Yes.
there was a little store open. I'm like, what is this store doing? And the guy was like, hey.
Gotta eat.
And he had a flashlight,
Yes, you're correct.
and he was showing me. I said, give me 20 shirts, bro.
Gotta eat,
Yes.
man.
I had cash on me. Nothing.
Did you-
Card wasn't available.
Puerto Rico
so I
was
wasn't
a state of America, and they the way they did it was not right, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
You
just
already
terrible,
know.
man.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
crazy. That
And
whole
we have a new
experience.
president
yeah.
that will help us.
Yes.
A new,
Yeah.
I mean, we have a new vice president.
that will help us.
Yes.
Because I know as a woman, she's gonna run it.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
she got that energy.
Oh, she checking by.
She got that energy. So when can we see this new soccer team? When is it going to be
Yeah.
available to see and like,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Well, we are playing right now, a lot of friendlies, staying in shape. We just finished training camp right now. We'll
The
be
Scurry
on
Channel.
hiatus, yes, from November to February. However, my front office and I are still working, but the players have a little break. And they'll still stay fit with strength and conditioning,
They have
virtual
to.
training,
They have
yes.
to. Yeah.
And we're also on a show called I Quit on Discovery Channel.
Wow.
I Quit finished airing, I think late October, but I'm sure there are reruns. And
What is I Quit about? That sounds dope.
I Quit is about 5 or 6 business owners. Someone's leaving something. I left hip hop to go into soccer full
Never
time
leave
with
hip
my
hop.
husband. Exactly, but you know, I've retired my business. Stowe Communications, Last Chic Media, for New Jersey Teamsters Football Club. I also am like into personality, et cetera, so I want to brand myself and my business and our merchandise and make it a 360 situation for us.
Right.
So we're out here doing interviews in LA we have a treatment, you know, we were the most exciting couple on the show. You know, someone's got to be the bad guy, and because I'm a G and I'm no nonsense,
I gotta check this out. I Quit.
You play hands
I haven't slapped anybody since Red
Oh
Handed.
my God.
Since Red Handed, I haven't slapped a guy.
Did you slap somebody on the show?
No.
Oh,
Not on the
I'm about to go see it right now.
No, she was red-handed.
My homeboy Boston Rob is over there. He'll know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
talking
Boston
about.
Rob in the building.
Word.
I was thinking maybe I could come through sing the national anthem and stuff.
I would love that. We do book talent, and
Okay,
I do
cool.
want to bring hip hop DJ
Can I
Scratch.
show you
My
my audition
homeboy was
tape?
like, "You gotta let me book and get
Yes.
involved, DJ." And we always have a DJ. We have full
That's
control
dope.
of the stadium. So
That's
stadium
dope.
operations, that's something that I'm getting involved in. So I own the parking space, the concessions, every match. We work with the city of Bayonne. The mayor is behind us 1,000%. The stadium namesakes family bought into us as a minority ownership. The Ahern family, they've been supportive. His father was one of the like original founders of the Scared Straight program.
Wow.
And he was like a high school football coach, disciplinarian.
Yeah.
Got a lot of kids, Irish American, but they're my family.
Yes.
And so we're New Yorkers coming into Bayonne, making a difference. We've only lived there about 6 years for me, 8 years for Alex, 8 or 10. And then I'm just happy to be able to pivot. I don't want to be a publicist to like Little Scrappy. I don't even know who these people are. So it's like I'm into hip hop storytelling. I have my
Yes.
genre. I come from the 80s, the 90s,
Yeah.
70s.
Right.
So I have
My era.
audition
We from the
tape.
same era. You know what I
Right,
mean?
so
I
I
was
don't
wondering if I
want
could show my audition tape.
if I'm not passionate about it, at my age, I'm not doing it.
That's right.
hear
Exactly.
it?
That's the same thing
I
with me
just want to
too.
sing the national anthem.
Oh, nigga, you was not no Marvin. You were far away from Marvin. Maybe starving, but you ain't Marvin, nigga. Stop it, please.
You know that's Marvin?
Of course, that's my
When
favorite
was
singer
this?
ever.
Oh my
When was
God.
this?
1976.
83.
Oh my God.
Marvin,
The Great Western Forum in Inglewood. Shout out to Marvin.
Believe me,
Top
that's
3
not the only time he
F
sing
of
it.
all time.
But believe me,
You put a beat to
I
it.
know he
National
put a beat to
anthem.
it. That's my favorite singer
Marvin
ever.
Gaye's the greatest.
Marvin Gaye, man. That's my favorite singer ever, man.
Oh
I
my
tried
God,
to
that's a
do it.
good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I guess I'm out. Fuck y'all.
You out.
Thanks for fucking.
Good
White man
news.
still says my You done told on me. She might have thought it was me. But whatever. That's top
I hope
3
you went to
national anthems.
Inglewood.
I might, man. I was at Inglewood. They got some good fish out there. Fried fish. It's called Red. What's the name of the fish market? Google it. Red something, man.
Oh, Manchester told you he put, he
Yo, the fish
co-signed
though, they
that.
got the ill fry whiting in there, man.
Yeah.
And man, yeah. Inglewood.
You ain't
so-
been there for a minute though.
I'm like, Inglewood is the new come up though, man.
Yes, it is.
I bet
I stayed in Inglewood a couple of days ago, a couple of nights, and then I went to Manhattan
Right.
Beach
Yeah.
for brunch.
Yeah.
You know, it's like right there. I was like,
Everything
word,
is
this is like, I
close.
thought Inglewood was
Yeah.
the hood, thinking of hip hop rhymes, and no,
Yeah.
it's like a chic,
Right.
boho, like
Yeah.
Community.
up and
Yeah.
coming.
It's
Yeah.
nice, like in Rosedale.
And now you got bags like this, marble bags. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Mother
I was
of
wondering
pearl.
if I could try these on. Maybe I could see a billion.
Let's see. I'm just stigmatism. I'm
There's
not-
the money. I'm just wondering. We're trying to get it together.
Yes,
We're trying to get to the bag.
the bag is there.
The bag is
We can
always
see
there.
it.
I'm gonna play soccer for the next.
You too tall. I might have. I think
He could be a
You'll be
goalie.
goalie soccer
A
ball.
goalie. Yeah, you can be the goalie. But we gonna make the goals bigger.
Yeah, he can make the goals
Can
bigger.
we just get? Can we
Fredro
just
gonna be
petition
holding
that?
the soccer ball
Just
like
make
this.
the goals bigger.
I got it, guys.
1 inch
No
on each
hands.
side and 1 inch higher. That's 3 inches.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Make the goals bigger.
That's
I
what
think
you're about.
it'll be more scoring. Because come on, need more
2-3.
scoring, need more scoring, man. It's not enough scoring in soccer.
You know what
So
though?
yes, it
You
is.
know what?
It's like, first of all, the goal
Look at me
is
running
not
around.
for free to score. The goal for us
Pass
is
to
for
the
you
center.
to not
Pass it
score,
back
for
to the
you,
goal.
me to stop you.
Right.
So if you like, we play matches where we're like 7 and they're zip or 7-1. We're like we dominate.
Dominate,
Yeah.
right.
And I tell them I'm the
Yeah.
motivational speaker. I go in there. I'm like, yo. Like, don't make me punch y'all in the throat.
No way!
Come back.
I gotta hear it. Hold on.
Bernie
And it's
Madoff,
like,
right?
and they love it, and they're like, "Is this good enough?"
Can I get a little bit of the
Win?
speech? Just like a little 30 seconds?
No, I'm like, guys, you know, this is our home. Don't let nobody run
You're right,
this
Coach.
shit. Like, make sure you show them exactly who we are.
Yeah!
We're gonna show
Get
them.
the job done.
We're
Dominate.
definitely get it done.
And I better not see nobody walking on the pitch. Like,
Ain't no
you
walking.
need to be running.
Yeah!
Because you
Boss
gotta
lady ain't no
have
walking.
legs. You gotta have legs.
Unless we move walking after
She
us.
said, oh, you gotta have legs all
And
that.
my coach, you know, sometimes I go, please don't say that. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna say what I want. Like,
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, this is
Let 'em know.
my investment because
Yes,
we
you own
invest every year.
Don't fuck my money up!
Yeah.
Right, out of,
Yeah.
we have no other investors but my husband and I.
Right.
So this is his money actually.
Right.
And I am sacrificing, allowing him to invest hundreds of thousands a year in people that I gotta believe in that you're gonna do the
Yes.
job 1,000%. Or I can find someone
You should
who
have invested
will.
in me.
That's why 7 is zip. They in there like, fuck that.
Or even 3-1.
Hit me with the head, all that shit.
But
Elbow.
3-0, 3-1, like we're used to numbers,
Yeah.
and we're people come in our stadium, they feel good. People thank us.
Can we sell
We
weed?
have clean.
You should start
beautiful
selling the Creole
locker
food at the
rooms.
stadium.
Like we do.
Yeah, should start selling that Creole food at the
It's in
stadium.
Jersey.
Oh, we
Yeah,
have-
Puerto
yeah,
Rican food.
We can smoke weed in here.
Yes.
Princess
It's
Black.
fucking New Jersey is legal now. We gonna light up some of this Princess
We gotta
Black.
have Princess
Joe.
Black on our field banners. We
I'm
gotta
with
put
that.
that
I'm with
out.
that. Jersey is
And
legal.
rappers
Yes.
involved.
Jersey is
Let's not get
legal.
ahead of ourselves.
Jersey
This
is
guy's
legal.
doing
And
his
maybe we'll
personal
give
business.
you some exclusive content, or like during game match day, you guys could live stream it. Who knows? Like,
I don't want to smoke our future mayor, but
It's all right.
I'm sure she smoked weed before she's from
So-
Inglewood.
In the past, yes.
Welcome to the store, goddamn.
As
Tell
we
the
wrap
kids, cover
this
your
thing
nose.
up, unfortunately, we all got cool
Yes,
things
of course.
to do. Let them know where they can find you
Yes, for
when
my
it's time
journey.
to vote, when it's time to do everything we got to do. Let them know where to go,
Okay.
because you know, with this last election,
We're gonna hold you down.
there's people
Yeah.
calling
We're gonna
for
highlight Manchester. He gonna make sure you
unwarranted.
good. We're gonna highlight,
You
you know what
know,
I'm saying?
so just
Well,
let
on
them know
social-
where to go.
On social media, you can find me on my personal journey at Raina Carrillo, Raina Carrillo, Carrillo.
Hello, that body
She
last
put that
name.
boom, boom.
You think I'm not voting for you? I'm
So
a
that's
shit
how you
40,000 Puerto Ricans to Inglewood in one crate.
I'm gonna go get a P.O. box. I live there, right?
No, we can transport them through El Coquí. Get in the back of the El Coquí. We're going. El Coquí
Okay.
está bueno.
because that is the most.
So that's how you can follow me
I
through
like
my
shit
journey
smarter than most.
on social media at Raina Carrillo.
And let them know where we can see the next game and how to follow you and
So
everything.
yeah,
like
New
that.
Jersey Teamsters Football Club. You can follow us on social media at NJ Teamsters FC and NJTeamstersFC.com.
I like that Teamsters name. That sounds
Yeah,
like
'cause-
some Jimmy Hoffa.
But we're in Jersey. It's gangsta in
Yeah,
Jersey. Like
1,000,000%.
it's like we
I used to live in
Jersey
Edgewater.
is blue collar community.
Yeah.
You know, we're hardworking.
I should live in Edgewater.
And then as far as myself
Yeah,
and my
that
husband, I'm at Sibrena Geraldino, Sibrena Geraldino. I want y'all to follow me there.
Yeah, I tried to follow you, and your name, I was like, damn, you spell your name like a black person.
No, I don't. It's actually, it's
not a
no,
I. It's an E, not an
no,
I.
it's I, and it's Native American Creek, and
Oh.
it means princess, black, and I'm black. So you can call me
Princess
Sibrena La
Black.
Negra.
Sabrina.
Sibrena La Negra.
La Negra.
Sabrina,
Negra.
Princess Black.
That, ooh,
And I'm La Reina de Inglewood.
Hey!
Queen of
And we're rappers and ballers.
This is the Princess Black episode. This is the Princess Black episode, brother. We out of here.
Get out of here.
In playoff mode, take no days off. 6 rings, no game 7s, I own my court. 3rd pick made the earth sick in '84, and I still got a mean buzz. I'm the GOAT boss.